we're measuring dorsiflexion. So you start with the foot in neutral. The fulcrum goes on the lateral malleolus. The stationary arm goes up the shaft of the fibula, and the movement arm goes down the fifth metatarsal. And you'll have an actively dorsiflexor foot. And a normal measurement would be between 0 and 20 degrees, and it should be a firm infeel. So Jacqueline measured about 10 degrees, which is normal, and then we'll do it passively. So all of the things will be the same, and then I'll passively dorsiflex the foot. And this one was about 20 degrees, which is still normal. So now we're going to be doing plantar flexion. So again, you'll put the fulcrum on the lateral malleolus. The stationary arm will go up the shaft of the fibula, and the movement arm will go down the fifth metatarsal, and the foot will be started neutral. Then I'll have Jacqueline plantar flex her foot. And she got a measurement of 45 degrees, and a normal measurement would be 0 to 50, so this is normal. And then we'll do passive, so we'll start again with the foot in neutral, and then I'll passively invert her foot, and she got a measurement of 50 degrees with that, which is normal. And the infield will be firm.
I'm doing rear foot inversion. Place the ankle and subtalar joint neutral. The fulcrum goes over the Achilles tendon, bisecting the malleoli. The stationary arm goes up the Achilles tendon. The movement arm bisects the calcaneus. Actively invert your foot. Choose at 15 degrees. And for passive, choose at 15 degrees. Rear foot inversion is between 0 and 30 degrees, and there should be a firm infield. To rear foot eversion, have the fulcrum on the Achilles tendon bisecting the malleoli. The stationary arm up the Achilles tendon, the movement arm bisecting the calcaneus. Actively evert your foot. Choose at 5 degrees. And for passive, choose at 5 degrees. Normal rear foot eversion is between 0 and 5 degrees, and there should be a hard infield. I am doing forefoot inversion. The fulcrum goes over the talar dome. The stationary arm goes up the shaft of the tibia, and the movement arm goes over the second metatarsal. Stabilize the distal tibia and actively invert your foot and take a measurement. You're at 40 degrees. And same thing for passive. you're at 50 degrees. So a normal range for inversion is between 35 and 50 degrees, and you should have a firm infeel. Okay, I'm doing 4-foot eversion. Place the fulcrum over the talar dome, the stationary arm of the shaft of the tibia, and the movement arm on the second metatarsal. Actively evert your foot. It was at 30 degrees for passive. She was at 15 degrees. Normal should be between 15 and 20 degrees, and there should be a hard infeel.
Now we're going to be measuring toe flexion. So you're going to put the fulcrum at the first MTP joint, and then the stationary arm on the midline of the first metatarsal, and the movement arm in the midline of the first proximal phalanx. And I'm going to have her flex her toe. And she has 30 degrees of toe flexion, which is normal because normal is 0 to 30 degrees. And then she passively has still 30 degrees. Toe flexion has a firm end feel. Okay, so now we're going to do toe extension. The fulcrum is going to go on the medial aspect of the first MTP joint. The stationary arm is going to go alongside the medial side of the first metatarsal, and the movement arm is going to go alongside of the first proximal phalanx. So and then she's going to extend her toe. And she has 60 degrees of toe extension, which is normal because normal is 0 to 70 degrees. And passively, she has 65 degrees, and she has a firm end feel. Okay, now we're going to be measuring toe adduction. So you're going to have the fulcrum on the dorsal aspect of the first MTP joint, the stationary arm over the midline of the first metatarsal, and the movement arm over the first proximal phalanx. And since my patient cannot actively do toe adduction, we'll just do it passively. And she has 25 degrees of toe adduction, which is normal because normal is 0 to 30 degrees, and it's a firm end feel.